Alrighty, y'all, today's the day. We're gonna get some lead into these baits here. Probably just get lead into this one, UV resin, get sanded down here. Yeah, UV resin can go in. Cut it the rest of the way and go from there. This one, I'm gonna get the lead in it. Possibly, I might need to make these bigger. We'll see. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah. Then I need to sand it. This one needs to get sanded to 320 and then resealed. Not happy with the finish. Looks a little rough, but that's all right. But yeah, we'll get the lead pot going here. I'll get a camera on that, so hopefully be kind of a cool looking time lapse for you. And once the lead's hot, we'll get it poured, and hopefully it goes well. We'll see. But yeah. Melted lead. I've had this fan going so I don't, kill myself in here. I'm in a very small corner of my small garage. I put this wood base under here so plastic won't get hot, and works great. Now we're gonna try and pour this without making a huge mess. I'll get the camera set up for that and we'll get going. Alrighty, I'm going to try and do this over the ground right here. Concrete floor, so start off with this bait here. Looks like you guys can see it about here. Yeah, I didn't bait. That's pretty cool. Never done that before. Alright, we gotta get the other one done. It's just slightly more scary. A lot smaller holes. So, alrighty, lead is still hot. Just here, get this stuff. Alright, you guys see it about right here. Next pour. Interesting. Well, one hole kind of sort of got filled. Interesting. We'll retry that. Alrighty, we got more melted lead. You guys can see it right here. Don't worry, I'm away from the wire. Not on fire. So, calling that a win. The lead pot turned off. Get these crazy fumes out of here, and get some UV resin on these once I can. A little hard to control that lead coming out. But, there we go. And it just melts away before your eyes. But, alright, time to get this figured out and get that one sanded, get this lead off the top of all these, and yeah, we'll get going on all that once this guy cools down. Alright, we're gonna brain blast here and see what I can get off easily versus not easily. So, this might come off kind of easy. Just, got this one sanded down. Let's see if you guys can, got up in them gills there. Tried to make it look a lot nicer than it did. Probably won't be pretty like this one kind of is with the wood grain and everything showing. But the weight is in there. These things feel awesome. I don't know when it happened, but one of my hook hangers broke on the nice one, unfortunate. So I'm gonna have to probably just drill slightly in front of it, put a new one in there, and then should be good to go. I'm going to take, these are both gonna get re-dipped again because I got ahead of myself, and when I cut here I need that to be sealed because there's gonna be hangers and stuff there as well. So not hangers, but the joint. So that needs to be fixed. And yeah, so I'm gonna go in with one of these bits here on the Dremel. Kind of get this eye socket looking a little better and ready for an eye. I got eyes coming. I think I'm gonna do that and not use the drill. There are specialty bits I could get. Possibly might be worth it. We'll see. But throw you back on the time lapse, get those out, and got that done. Looks pretty good. I think it's time to cut them. Alright, so basically, since this one is almost center, I'm going to bring that into it, and hopefully it should be on line. Hopefully I'm using a bandsaw. Zoom-ish. Thank you. Not a bad, oops. Not terrible. I'm gonna get this all sanded down nice and flat. And then, the cut, and he is much, you know, it's more centered than the other one. So hopefully that results in a better swim. But that's all I'm going to be able to do today. This is what we got to here. So until next time. Alrighty, YouTube, long time no see. Holidays came through, so waited on that stuff to continue my baiting. We are going to be working on this guy here because I have actually finished the other bait. I should guess that turned out pretty alright, actually. I'm very pleased with paint job. As far as construction, order of operations, needs to be improved on. But overall, first bait ever made. Solid. Functions. I went out and water tested it today, actually. I'll insert the video here in a second on that. Reel in a lot, like from out deep. It seems like 3 feet. Of the water test, but action's pretty good. It dives about 3 feet, which is what I want. So it's a slow floater. Probably floats to the surface once you give it all the way down about inch every 1.5 seconds, something like that. Probably a weird unit of measurement, but anyway, now we need to get this ready for painting, which I will use with my airbrush that I have, as well as a bunch of other tools that y'all haven't seen yet. I need to get this lip going that I'm gonna put on here. So yeah, let's do that. We'll get this lip going. I'm gonna mark that out with a pencil, and then I should be able to carve it out. But all right, up next, I got the scroll saw set up here because that's what I'm gonna use to cut the acrylic. Alrighty, so that's what this looks like. And now I will basically just put this on here like so, mark the outside to that, and then center it somewhere on there, and that will be my insert. So I actually helps hold everything still, so I don't have to worry about one thing. If this green paint was my line up, it's pretty good. It's definitely not the proper way to do it, but it's the way I am going to do it. Now I'll get my calipers, get that inside measurement here. That's going to be good if I can Dremel correctly. One of the, I think this is the one, yeah. I think I put it in the last video, but the original screw eye broke off. I just drilled next to it and put another one in, filled it with a bunch of super glue. So I think that's gonna suffice. Okay, my templates. Thicker bait. I want to shy away from. So we're gonna use a 9/16. I think that's a good size. No, it's not. I want bigger. It's cut off the excess with the scroll saw. Just try to eliminate as much material as possible, and then, you know, go from there. We'll sand it from there. Try not to cut my finger. Alright, you get the gist. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse up close and you can see me do stuff. I think I messed up and recorded that last bit in time lapse, but we got it to this. Now I have my sander out and we're gonna get this thing circular. Hopefully circular. So we'll get you guys time lapsed right there. This is what we got it to. Pretty happy with that. It's not a perfect circle, and you'll get a way better action if you get it as perfect as possible. But this is like 60 grit, and I got better grits coming soon, so I can. This just takes off a lot of material quickly, so it's a little hard to make it look pretty. But Dremel that out. Dremel that out. I'm gonna get that glued in. Okay, Dremel of choice. There's the camera. It's a nice fine little bit here. It's meant for removing material, so we'll use that. Get you guys on the time lapse. Alrighty, cool. I'm happy with it. It's a good enough size hole, and it's in there just like that. Lock it into position. Nice angle. But gonna sand it, and then yeah, should be good to go. Alright, got the UV resin ready. Here's a paintbrush here. I'm just going to take my paintbrush, dip it in my UV resin here, and fill up that cavity here. That's beautiful. Just full of Now try it again. But that's a good switch. I want to get my angle, so I'm going to far forward again. And it's centered. And we're going to brush like the brush here. It's fully cured already. Well, not fully, I shouldn't say fully cured. It's cured enough to where it's not going to move, but I'm just going to let this sit on a black light. And yeah, like that. Alright, so it's cured enough for me to feel comfortable to work with it. The plan now, I take a drill and go at it from the bottom here at an angle this way. That way it'll intercept with the tab, and then I will put a pin, just a tiny little pin, and that'll help hold it in place. I don't know if you can see it very well on camera, but that was all clear, and now you see that white. So now I'm going to stick this in there as far as it'll go. So I think it's right there. And I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter. Alright, super glue is out, I'm gonna be very careful not to overfill this hole. See if the tip will. I'm gonna overfill it. Okay. In here. I'm going to insert this into. Push it all the way. So, right here. There's almost too much. Here's one inch. There we go. Yeah, that pin's in there. That should be nice and secure. Hopefully, that's the hope. All right, it's time for the media. Let that cure some more. And yeah, we're about ready to paint this bait, which will be what I do next. Actually, I lied because I'm afraid when I dunked it, it didn't penetrate deep enough. So I have sanded these angles part down 320. I'm gonna redunk them in the sealer. I guess while I'm here, I could I need to put UV resin on this too, and then I can smooth that out. So I'm going to do that. Set you guys down for that. It worked pretty good. Let's just double on top here. Alrighty, y'all, we're back out in the garage. I re-dipped these and cured them overnight. So after sanding that face down, the interior of that as well. So that's good to go. Up next, we're going to tackle the tail. Bear with me on the lighting. I got these crappy lights because my overhead light there doesn't want to turn on, and I don't have a spare bulb, so lighting's gonna kind of suck because these are slowly dying, but we'll do what we can. Alrighty, did the tool shuffle here, so basically just gonna eyeball a little bit off of the end of here, and then we'll get some inspiration on what the tail wants to look like, and may actually even cut out at least start the groove for the tail with this as well. So get you set up for that. Like I said, the lighting's garbage, so bear with me. I think that should be good. And now I got plenty of thickness there to work with. Alrighty, so you can see I've just cut some fine strips out of there. I'm going to pry those out of there and get them sanded down with the Dremel, and then do all the fine tuning. I'll just keep inserting and sanding as I need to, so. This will definitely need sanded a little bit more, but that's a great start. It's pretty solid. So gonna get the Dremel put together. Never over tighten your Dremels, folks. They're not lessen a lot. Oh yeah, it's a good fit. So we'll put that in there. It'll be good, and then we'll put a pin or two back there for them. Alright, so I just did a little sketch here. I like it. I basically just stuck this on there, drew that on the end. This part won't be that long. It's actually battle inset a little bit, so probably gonna end up drawing it out to here-ish. Cut it, but get that on the scroll saw. I think that'll be a nice. Alright, I got the flash on while it's recording here. Hopefully this should honestly help me see better. Well, that worked out pretty decent. Got this here. Next step, bring the Dremel back over, get this bit on here. It's a nice little fine tip sander and just trace out these lines. Okay, let's give it a sneak peek here. Oh yeah. Once I get that sanded and everything, I think that should be good. Alright, got the bit on the Dremel here. Alright, perfect. You guys should be able to see me working here. Gonna get these traced out. Looks fairly decent. I'll take off that cover there. The nice size swimming pool. Nice and crystal clear. Good to go for painting. We'll get that sanded to what it needs to be. Alright, good news. Light's working. We're just gonna leave the flash on the camera anyway. I'm gonna angle you guys this way because this is where I like to paint. So this is my airbrush. It's, I don't know, fiance got it for me for Christmas. Little air compressor. Just turn it on. That's full power. Works and everything. It's great. Love it. It's just a little holder I got for it. You can clean out into it and whatnot. So. But we are going to paint this tail orange. I've made my mind. Made up quickly. Basically, I'll turn on my airbrush here. Get all that dust out of there. But, well, there we go. I'm just going to mix that together with the reducer. And I've been told a good indicator of what you want is milky looking. Okay. So we're gonna get you guys faced this way. And we're gonna test and make sure that the paint comes out and looks good. Alright, we're going to try that again. Basically, I took it off the top. It was clogged. I cleaned it out. And we got airflow for sure. So, let's hope that this thinned up paint not getting any of the circles. See a couple little ones. Hopefully they don't show up if I do thin enough coats. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, there we go. Alright, here. Seems to be good for you guys. Taking it slowly. Yeah. Alright, ready for our next coat here. A little thicker on this one. Yeah, it's kind of orange peeling a little bit, but oh well. I'll figure that out eventually. It's not looking too bad. Keep doing some more layers here. And it is to drill through this side and then barely into that side. Oh, it's through the pin now. God dang it, Jake. Take it out and keep it straight. Do we need to put super glue in here as well? We got a pin in there and a sealed, nice looking tail. So we're gonna get that taped up, get the lip taped up. I'm actually gonna let this cure for a little bit longer and then we'll get it taped up and I'll get back with you guys. Time to start painting. This is what I got here. Looks good. Ready to go. And actually, I lied. I need to sand this UV resin here. It's got a little bit of a nub right there, but I'm not worried about it. The one that was here from when I drilled, I filed that down, so it looks pretty good. That'll all get hidden under the white base paint we're gonna do. I actually have a white, it's pre-mixed airbrush paint, so I actually don't have to do anything except put it in. So anyway. This sit for a little bit, but it's getting there. Alrighty, just got the baits drying here. I went ahead and did a couple more layers of white. I might do one more on this piece here. We'll see. It's my industry standard curing place. This is my UV curing, also industry standard gearbox for UV resin. So. Yeah, just waiting on them to dry, and then we can actually get to some fun colors. I think I'm gonna do something similar to this bait. I actually stole the hooks off this for my other bait. Well, it doesn't really resemble any fish, but there's some good colors there. Should make a nice silhouette in some clear waters. So I know the lady, she'll like this color scheme, so kind of dedicate that to her, I guess. Alright, got some blue in there. I'm gonna grab one of those and keep going here. That's it for the blue. Now we're gonna fade the purple up into that, and I'll get the purple ready. Alright, got the purple loaded up. I'm gonna grab those and do the bottom. Alright, you got the yellow ready. Some hardy colors. Low battery, oh no. I'll record as much as I can, but I will be finishing the paint today. Got the paint ready. We're gonna get that sprayed on here. Alright, so I got it to this. This is how I put some scales on it. I'll go over this with a metallic color I got prepped, but won't be able to record that. You guys will just get the end product for paint before we go over it with the clear coat. Alrighty, y'all, back from lunch here. We're all dried up and ready to be connected. I got these made already, so I'll connect them. I'm gonna mark the holes here, drill them, get them connected. I'll do a time lapse of that here. it's together. Cleaned up. Alrighty, so here's the reveal without the clear coat. I think it looks pretty good. I realized I made a goof. Forgot to pull off the protective coat off of this, and yeah, it's kind of like glued in there pretty close. So I'm gonna try and just get resin up close to that and like engulf it. Let's see if I can. Please focus. There we go. But yeah, you can see where I goofed, but that's okay. Now we're gonna, yeah, cool. Now we're gonna clear coat this and get it going in the UV bath. And just dump. See about that much. It might even be too much. Probably is too much. In there. She is curing. Alrighty guys, kind of cleaned up shop here. Got reorganized some things, but I'm gonna just let this sit here for, well, I don't know, a couple hours. And yeah, if I can get a swim test, I will. I don't know if I'll have time today, and it might be too cold tomorrow, but we will see. But yeah, I'll come back in a couple hours and you guys can see it out there and all shiny. So, alrighty, so it's been sitting for a little bit now, so I will take it outside for you guys to get a good look at the colors and how it turns out. But yeah, I think it looks great. Get the sun behind me. Nice shimmers. Yeah, happy with how it turned out. Obviously I gotta come in and break the mold, and not the mold, but break off the cured resin on the hinges there, but that ain't no thing. But it's just gonna sit in here for a little bit longer. Alrighty y'all, this brings us to the conclusion of the video. We've got our, let me grab the other bait here. Here. But those two pieces of wood that started out, this ended up like this. So for this being my very first bait ever, I am extremely pleased. I honestly think this could have turned out better than the second one. It's just because I had some airbrushing issues, but overall, I'm super happy with how these turned out. This one, I did have some weight issues. There's actually too much lead, so I cored out some lead and then refilled it with resin that I painted purple. So I think that's a good fix. It's now a slow sinker. Without the hooks, it's a slow float. With the hooks, it's a slow sink. So I think that's like right, perfect. And then yeah, so I don't think I'll be able to get a swim video for y'all, but we'll get plenty of videos of that later once it's nice out. thank you guys for watching. This is a long video, so I appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one.